Paved road, street lights, eyes wide open, heart wide open. Clear minds, paved lines, creativity broken open. Wind in the trees, clouds in the sky, cars driving by. The world keeps moving. We can choose to sit in here and cry, dream, smile, just be. It's all up to us. And whatever's going on around us, has nothing to do with us, but everything to do with us. As Michael Jackson once said, it takes the man in the mirror to be able to reflect and know for sure where we want to go with our life. So all I say is now, take a deep breath, take that step, and fly. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston. Wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you're finding reasons to smile, to laugh, to enjoy life, to appreciate everything and everyone around you. Yes, it's me. I already said everything. If you're first time here, if you're seeing this after the fact, thank you. Um, if you want to support this channel, in the description below are all my links. You can donate to PayPal. Go to aloveproductions.com where there's shirts that I've designed meant to spread love and positivity. They're raw and imperfect, just like us. Um, and if you just want to follow me on social media, all the links are down below as well. And every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Zoomix Radio. My radio show is called Inspired by Love. The link is also in the description. All the way at the bottom, it says zoomix.org. I play music and read original poetry. If you want to get involved with that, the Facebook page for that is down below as well. Leave me a comment or whatever the last uh, post is there to tell me something that inspires you. Whether it's a song, poem, movie, person, event, something that just motivates and inspires you. Because that's what Inspired by Love, the radio show, is all about. I thought about changing it to A Love Productions, but I want to keep that its own entity, um, and it's all good. Anyways, I know somebody gave me a thumbs up. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna say Money Magnet or Stephanie or somebody. But I appreciate the thumbs up. Um, so I didn't do a live stream yesterday because I posted a video yesterday. Um, and I wanted to give that a chance to be seen and played because I noticed when I do a live stream on the same day that I put out a video, the video views get hurt. So I wanted to give it the time, give it time to get seen and played and shared. Um, it's gotten a lot of views. I don't think many people watched all the way through because it is a 20-minute video. Um, and unless you know who I'm talking about, you're not going to have any interest in it. Um, basically, as we all know, there's always a lot of drama that happens on YouTube. But you've also heard me speak about the YouTubers that I watch and the reasons that I watch them. Because for the most part, they're all about love and positivity. Well, this past weekend, um, one of the YouTubers that I watch, Adam Sella, um, exposed Yusuf Arakat, aka Fuzi, who you've heard me speak about a lot. Um, and, talked about some behind the scenes stuff that's happened between the two of them and what's happened with other people. And, and I don't know what necessarily triggered him to expose Yusuf the way that he did. Um, but for me, being a fan of both of them, it was very sad and confusing. And I know at 42, I shouldn't get caught up with that. And normally, I don't get caught up in any kind of drama, YouTube or offline or whatever. I mean, I'm not about that. I'm not about that stuff. I even try to make a love lift thing, and the first one was about Fuzi. I'm still gonna do another one. I just have to get around to figuring out how I'm gonna make the music for it. Um, but yeah, so um, anyway, I did something I think a little bit different than everybody else that's put out reaction videos about this particular situation. A lot of them are doing the kind of oh snap type of thing. What up, Stephanie? I everybody else is kind of doing the like I think the stereotypical type of reaction videos on um, the situation with Adam and Fuzi. I wanted to go the route that I know, that I want to be known for, which is the love and positivity. It kind of be like the voice of reason for this particular situation. It really is sad. Like, I'm not going to get too much into it. You can go watch the other video, the reaction of Adam and FuziTube, Adam Sala and FuziTube. Um, But at the end of the day, like I said at the very end of the video, I said, my prayers go out to both of them. I hope they both find peace. I hope for Fuzi, he finds peace, he finds clarity, he finds and becomes the man that he has preached about wanting to be for years. And instead of beating himself up for the error of his ways, you know, you ask for forgiveness, you forgive yourself, and you grow from it, and you move on and don't retaliate. Which I have a feeling he's not really going to retaliate. I think he must know that he really messed up this time and he needed to step away. Um, and for Adam, you know, again, I prayed, well, and I prayed in general that they find peace with the situation between them, whether they go in their separate ways or not. What's up, Kenneth? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Um, long time no see. Um, but everybody else that's been making videos about this particular situation, they made a reaction video about each separate video. I just wanted to wait and listen to everything that went on between, because Adam was putting up multiple videos, and I wanted to wait to the end to hear everything, and make my reaction overall. So. But how you doing, Kenneth? How you doing? Hey, Stephanie, how are you? How's people? Glad y'all came in. Thank you for that support. Thank you for the thumbs up. Share out the stream if you can. I'll stay on for at least an hour. Um, I did share it. Um, I hear you. I'm at work as usual. Um, and yeah, I want to give, you know, so here's an update with me as far as my health and my energy. Because if all of you that have come into my streams over the summer, you've heard about me having the issues with my energy going up and down. And I mentioned it in the last live stream that I realized one big part of it was my consumption of coffee. And mind you, I'm not a big coffee drinker. If I get a coffee, it's a small, um, and I don't drink it on a daily basis. Um, but the issue I was having is my reaction to the coffee, and it may be the caffeine. It could be a combination of the caffeine and the sugar that was with the coffee. Um, because I did get like the caramel macchiatos and the frappuccinos and stuff. So there's also obviously a lot of sugar in those things as well. But what I realized was something I knew when I first started drinking coffee, which was probably 4 or 5 months ago. I was never a coffee drinker. I just started drinking coffee this year. And when I first started drinking it, because I don't drink caffeine in general, I realized that right after drinking it, I would get jittery, have to go, relieve myself, and then I would crash, like almost within an hour of drinking the coffee. And I thought, oh, maybe that's just my body getting adjusted to having caffeine in my system or whatever. And I wasn't drinking it daily. I was drinking it, maybe once or twice a week or whatever. So I'm like, I'm not gonna make this a habit. I don't want it to be a habit. I've never relied on anything, to keep me going or pick me up or whatever. So I wasn't looking, I was, and that's why I stayed with smalls. I really don't understand anybody that can drink more than maybe a medium at that. Anyone that drinks a large or extra large coffee or in multiple times throughout the day, I don't know how y'all do it. I really don't know how you do it. But what I realized is that because I wasn't drinking it on a regular basis, I was constantly going through withdrawals. I was constantly going through, and I realized that specifically this past week, um, because last weekend, I had 3 coffees. I drank coffee at least 3 or 4 days in a row, and then you know, I would be fine right after having it, and but the next day I would be completely lethargic. I was constantly like in between each coffee. Didn't matter what time of day or night it was. I was exhausted. I was foggy. I was feeling like you heard me in all the streams and everything. My energy just wasn't there. I was very unmotivated, very unfocused, and I was slowly but surely becoming very agitated. And the other last week, what's today? Monday. So last weekend, I, last Monday or Tuesday, I was like, you know what? I did, and I realized I hadn't had coffee Monday or Tuesday, and I was extremely agitated. I was fighting with my mother over little things, and I'm like, I wonder if this really is the coffee. I don't know what else it could be. I don't know what my energy issues are. And then, you know, less, the longer I went without drinking coffee, the more my mind kind of started clearing. The more I wasn't fighting with my mother. And this past weekend, except for Friday, or this past week, for the exception of this past Friday, we've been eating pretty clean and pretty healthy. We've been making home cooked meals. We did, you know, go junk food crazy Friday afternoon, but other than that, we've been making home cooked meals. And my head is, I'm still not 100%, but I am a lot better than I was a week ago and better than I have been most of the summer. Um, Yesterday, I did an in house workout, and I'm paying for it today. I did a bunch of squats, and I did squats and a couple of dumbbell exercises at home yesterday. And today I've been walking around like an old lady. Um, if you follow me on social media, you might have caught my stories um, at the beach. I did a little bit of walking at the beach today because it's beautiful weather here in Boston right now. And I did a couple of small sets of upright push-ups because Lord knows I can't do a regular push-up. I can't even do a girly push-up. But doing it, at a 95-degree angle or 45-degree angle, I can do that a little easier. I have a little more, you know, stability trying to push up and down. So I'll probably be feeling that in my arms tomorrow. I'll be like, why am my shoulders hurt? so, but yeah. So I realize, health wise, all this energy, not all the energy, but a big part of the energy issue that I've been having had a lot to do. I'm guessing it had a lot to do with my coffee consumption, um, and constantly going through withdrawals for the fact that like I would drink for a couple days, not drink for a couple days, feel like crap, then drink for a day or two, then feel like crap again. And even while I was drinking it, so I never let myself be. It's either I have to drink it on a regular basis, or I cut it out of my diet. And if I do drink it, it has to be like once in a blue moon. So it's not something that's lingering in my system. So now that I know that, you know, and because slowly but surely, I'm trying to get myself back to being active physically and working on that portion of my health. Now I just gotta get the focus um, on doing more videos. I really I know like I'm feeling a little bit of pressure to try to figure out how to do a sale thing for my T-shirts. Um, with the holidays coming up, but I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself and to say you're gonna figure it out. Take it one step at a time, and I'll figure it out. I always figure things out and stuff. So there goes one of my rants. Stephanie, you still there? Hey, young Byron, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button for me. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. How is your night? Good. That's good to know. I am just relaxing and chilling here at work, watching cars drive by. And if you want to know what I do for a living, I do security. I am in a security vehicle in a parking lot at the moment. This is where I normally do my streams. Alright, I think I need to start driving to my next destination. Oh. So I told you I didn't squat yesterday. So my thighs up right here, they're very, very, very sore. So you know I did a good job on the squats. But like I literally feel like it doesn't matter if I walk upstairs, walk downstairs, lift my leg to get in the car, lift my leg to get out of the car, to stand up. My legs are like, don't do it. Here, you can be my other set of eyes as I drive. And if it's a little blurry, I apologize. Okay, there's something in my way, oh, something in my way. Hopefully I don't run into anybody today. Last week I had some woman give me an issue that I had to call the police on. Um, would have been interesting to get her on live stream, but I don't like to put people on blast like that, so I probably wouldn't have recorded it anyway. I probably would have ended my stream so I could call the popo. My Jeep. I love my Jeep. I love my baby. Bye, Jeep. See you in the morning. Planes were coming down earlier, but I don't think they're driving down this way yet anymore. Not for the moment. Next stopping grounds. So those of you who don't know, I do have some paintings for sale. They need new homes. Go check out my um, recreation vlog so you can see them. Um, they're also posted on my Instagram. If you are at all interested, please feel free to private message me, DM me. Um, Who's left in the room? Are you the ghost that keeps stalking me? Because somebody keeps hiding in here. So I had, what's his channel called? Jamie Garcia. I had him suggest that I do live streams throughout my full shift. And the only reason why I don't like that, one of the reasons why I don't like that idea is because, like now, I don't have much to say. There's nothing really going on. And, um, you know, yeah, I don't know. And if anybody wonders after the fact, strobe light from the security vehicle right there. It's kind of spooky. I can't think about it because then I'll spook myself. I gotta adjust my camera so I can see anything that comes. My camera, my mirrors. Okay, so I get this idea because I do, because I do poetry. Uh, what do people think? I mean, I may do it anyway, but anyone that's interested in me doing an on-the-spot poem during my live streams, if you're willing to donate, let's say $2. I'm not gonna make it expensive. Um, $1 or two, or whatever you can donate. You know, I try to start the streams off with like a random poem. If I'm in the mood, I'll come up with something anyway. But because I am trying to make a career out of everything I'm doing in some fashion. Even if it's only a couple dollars, it would be appreciated. So if you would love to hear a poem and you would like to donate um, to my dreams, I miss all my regulars. I know everybody's got life happening up for them and got things going on and whatnot. I miss Tennessee, Divine Tiffany, Ghostly Iron, Money Magnet still comes in to say hello. I'm putting my prayers out to Divine Tiffany. Um, Usually doesn't hurt, but it's hurting right now because I'm already having pain in my hands. So I did do some recording for a vlog today. Um, see how much footage I have tomorrow, edit what I have, and see if I want to add anything for tomorrow. Um, from tomorrow, and I should have a vlog up hopefully tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon. Um, 'Cause I do want to get back into regular video. My one of my issues is the camera that I have. Two issues I have: the Canon camera that I have, the G7X Mark II. The LCD the screen keeps coming loose, so I'm always afraid to take it out with me because if I lose the screws, it's not easy to find replacements. Um, and it's an expensive camera. I don't want to use the use of it. I'm already having issues with getting the memory stick, the memory card to go in properly. Um, my other issue is if I want to record with my phone has very limited space at the moment. Um, Primarily due to apps, and most of the apps I have on my phone I actually use. So that, you know, I'm having issues to figure out the best way to record and promote when I don't have, at least on my phone, I don't have a lot of memory, I don't have a lot of space. And the Canon, because the screen keeps coming loose, it gets frustrating, and I'm afraid to mess with it too much without it breaking on me. Um, Even my laptop has run out of space. And I don't know exactly because I keep taking the videos off my thing, so I don't know exactly what's keeping the camera, keeping the computer, with such low memory or space. And who's in here? I saw the thumbs up go up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Who came in? Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. Hello, Nicole Reloaded. Thank you for coming in. Hi. How are you? I think you're new here, right? Are you? I can't tell because the picture's small. I might have seen you. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Picture looks familiar. Okay. My audiences have been a lot smaller in the last few weeks. I know people get busy with life, so it's all good. But I miss my regulars. I've had had a good summer, but I know some of the people that came in regularly, their kids are back in school and busy, and I know that's the tough part is that you know I've contemplating getting a new phone, but one I really can't afford it right now. Even if I were to make payments, I just finished paying off the phones that I have, and I like my bill where it is right now, and I don't want to add an extra $30 a month to my bill just for a new phone. Um, so, and I've been kind of lazy about really trying to figure out how to make space on my phone, at least on my phone, because if I could at least record with my phone, I could get videos up a little bit more regularly. Because that's what I used to do. Up until I got the Canon, and even after I got the Canon, the majority of my videos were made off my phone. It wasn't made on the laptop. We're recording and editing on an actual computer. Yeah, and I have a memory card. I have an SD card in my phone, but even with that, you know, especially when you're trying especially when you're trying to do multiple media type things, whether you're making a video for YouTube or trying to put things up on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or Pinterest. It's like, all the little clips and all the photos and everything end up taking up so much space. And then if you're in the middle recording something and you need space right away, then you have to delete stuff that you wanted to save and take off your phone. you know, Google Cloud. That's true. The only reason why I'm wary about the online clouds like that is with all the hacking that happens. It's like I don't want, I'm just a little wary about putting everything out there like that. I know that's becoming the norm to have all have the clouds and have these online memory banks and stuff like that. But when the site is not working properly, then you can't get to your stuff. If it gets hacked, you don't know if your stuff was affected. You know, because obviously, no matter how much security all these big companies have, it's obviously not enough. you know, and and again, a lot of a big part of what's taking up the space on my phone, I think, is primarily the apps, and you can't really put the apps on a cloud, can you? They have to physically be on the phone. And I don't even use. And the interesting is, I don't even use like gaming apps. A lot of what I use, I have. My banking app. I have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You know, I would think the apps would have to physically be on your phone. And then there's some apps because they came with the phone, like you get those notices if you try to delete them that they're like, "Oh, this might interrupt other features on your phone." Or some of them they won't even allow you to actually delete them. You have to just um, close them, or get them to not to function. And I'm like, I'm trying to get rid of you. I don't want you to be in the background, even if you're not running. Because there's a lot of Samsung apps that I don't use. But if I try to delete them, they don't either. I can't actually delete them, or they tell me, if you delete this app, it may screw up something else on your phone. I'm like, then don't give me a 32 gigabyte phone and use up half of it for your own stuff. You need to have for sure. So, but like I said, even my laptop. I think at last count, I had 13 gigabytes of free space on my laptop. Here's a question that maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Do you know if having excessive emails, does that affect, you know, space on the phone? Because I asked that because I remember seeing somebody I know on Facebook ask about that. They're like, I saw like somebody's random conversation on Facebook, and they're like, I had to delete all my emails so my phone would work faster. I'm like, since when is the actual? I thought the emails weren't actually physically on the phone because it's part of you know, because of the fact that it's accessible whether you're on your phone or on your computer. From messages. Oh, so like if I don't clear conversations. Ah, good to know. Cause I this chat. I never really, you know, delete conversations. So there you go. Maybe that. Is that the same with text messages too? Ah, but I mean like just regular text messages, not like Facebook or anything, but just like phone text messages. Hey, got another like. Yay! Who is it? Who is it? Susie, what's up? Long time no see. Good to know. That means I should probably start there. Get rid of all the old texts that like I haven't spoke to people in forever. Nice. Well, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it was. Did you bring us back any cake? Happy, happy birthday, happy, hey, happy day, 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 day. Do you ever play with your camera or the phone and get fascinated that it's not like, especially if you're trying to get like you know the single person viewpoint, you're like, but that's not how I see it. Like you want them to see what you're seeing from the same angle that you're seeing it with your eyes, but when you do it with the camera, it's like that's not what it looks like. Cause like I'm looking at the light right there, and I'm like, I knew that when I flipped the camera, it wouldn't look the same way. Like it's not the same vantage point as if it was at my eyes. It's like the camera doesn't actually have 20/20 vision. Even I don't have 20/20 vision. I'm using glasses. But you could have brought the chocolate cake for us. That's okay. I'm supposed to be eating healthy now anyway. You have kid crumbs. I have mom crumbs. My mother, you think my mother was a 5-year-old the way she can make a mess in a car. She, you know, carries like multiple bags, and then she goes and she wants an ice cream, or she wants a drink, or she wants, something to eat, and like she's dropping chips or whatever her snack is everywhere. Sometimes she spills her drink. And every time I have to tell her, hold on a second. What are you? Okay. As long as you're not a spider. Alright, have a good night. Okay, so have you ever had this happen? You ever have be in the driver's seat and a spider comes crawling down right in front of you? Like, hey, what's up? Hey, Nicole, how are you? Makeup by Nicole. I've had that happen twice. I've had that happen twice. Got in the car, was about to start the car, or I think I started it. All of a sudden, I just see this thing kind of crawl down in front of me on its string, and I'm like, "What the?" I get out of the car, and he. What's worse is it went down. I get out of the car. He goes back up. I get back in the car. He comes back down. Then a couple weeks ago, there's been a couple times in the security vehicle where there was a spider in the car, and he's like crawling up and around the windshield and crawling around the car, and I'm like watching where he's going. A couple weeks ago, there was one on the windshield, and I'm like, I'm trying to look where he went, and then thought he went into the vent. I was like, cool, go in the vent, stay in the vent, don't come out, leave me alone. As I'm chilling like this, I see something crawling up the driver's side window. I'm like, mother fluffer, and I'm like watching him, and he goes up, you know, up in there. So I open the door just to kind of watch where he is and what he's doing, and whatever. And I'm like, as soon as he's actually out of the car, I'll shut the door. Not like he can't squeeze his way back in, but I'm like, if he can go on the other side of the window, I can shut the door, and at least he'll be outside the car at least for the moment. He wouldn't go outside the window. What he ended up doing was going up in the weathering of the window, and he would keep coming in and out, and I'm watching this for over an hour. And before I left work, I keep checking inside the door because I figure if I can spot him at the end of the thing, I can like swish him out or whatever. And he was making a spider web inside the weathering of the window. Like he literally had like this little like web cave thing happening in this little space. Like it was like literally like this. And he did eventually come to the corner of the door, and I tried to swoosh him out with a piece of paper. And just as I thought I got him out, the little bugger, like literally the little bugger is like he did like this he did his spidey sense thing and hooked himself back to the door and crawled right back up. I'm like, are you serious? Sorry. I will not be watching it, so you're not gonna get a review from me. I don't watch horror flicks. I'm not a horror flick fan, especially working where I do. I don't need, you know, images in the corner of my mind. I have too much of a vivid imagination. Like, I can't even do a horror spoof where I work because I don't want to be a security stereotype. Because you know the security guard always gets, you know, something happen. And even just saying that freaks me out. Well, I'm glad I got a couple people to hang out tonight because My streams have been kind of lonely the last couple of weeks. I know my energy really hasn't been there, and that might be a reason. But I'm glad that I have a couple people hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. I really do. But my subscriber count and everything is suffering lately because of the fact that I've slacked off so much in the last month. I'm under 1K again, so I'm at 988 for subscribers. My views are down. My watch time is way down. A spider make well. See, my only issues with spiders, for the most part, I can, you know, I'm okay if they're doing their thing away from me. My thing is I can't necessarily tell. I think this is what the biggest fear about spiders are with most people, is you can't, especially when they're smaller, you can't tell if they're the venomous ones or not. All right, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Yeah, I mean, I know that's the nature of YouTube in general. I know it fluctuates, so I'm not too concerned with it. But I also know that I have been slacking. I mean, I haven't even gone into any of James Cox's live streams. I haven't really gone out of my way to support other people in the last couple weeks. So I know that has something to do with it. I had a couple of negative comments go through a couple of my videos because they were mad that I didn't go support their channel, or I haven't gone to watch their videos or whatever. Um, and at one point, for a moment, I was a little, I felt bad and felt a little guilty about that. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, people have to understand that it's not that simple. It's not that easy. Especially with something like hashtag tag I'm a creator. There's so many of us. It's nearly impossible to watch everybody's channel. And but what I have been doing is some of the nights that I don't actually stream. Um, I will go check out other people's channels, or if I happen to be in a random mood, yeah, Divine Tiffany, um, I know she's got a lot going on at home, so that's why she hasn't been around. I've seen her post on Facebook a few times. I actually talked to her a little bit yesterday. Um, she just has a lot going on at home right now, a lot of stuff going on. So, um, and she's mentioned how much she misses the streams, and she hopes to be able to stop in at some point. So, but I'll let her know that you were thinking of her. No problem. Somebody else come in the room if that's it. If so, thumbs it up. Say hello if you would like. I don't know if I have a stalker or if someone's just a fan and just hovering. But the last couple of streams, I've had like one person come in and not say a word and stay for, in this kind of hideout in the background. Let's see what's up in here. Just thinking of trying to do a doodle, do a little sketch thing or whatever while I'm on stream, but that paper's already written on, so. Well, hopefully it's actually someone that, maybe it's like James Cox and he's just hiding in the background. Have you signed up for the hashtag I'm a creator website? I'm on there somewhere. I don't really understand because I haven't been watching James's streams. I really don't understand um, the purpose of it or what you're supposed to do. Yeah, me either. Have you been watching his streams? Has he mentioned like exactly what's supposed to be like? Are we supposed to be able to post our videos there? I know there's a forum. I know there's like a message board, and I know we can friend each other on there. But are we supposed to be able to post our videos there? Are we posting them in the forums, or are we posting them on our own page or to the front page? I think what he needs to do is make a video specific, not a live stream, but a specific video, just clearly stating exactly you know, what the website is and what you're able to do on there. You know, because I think it's a good idea, but without knowing why we're signing up to it and what the function of it is, other than to be able to have a specific place to connect that's not YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Yeah, and I don't know about I know he cut back and whatever because of the whole duplication thing. And again, I don't want to speak on something that I'm not sure of, or I don't. Maybe he's already. Uh, but I'm sure he's mentioned whatever. But like I think the duplication issue. I think whatever that duplication issue that he was having, I don't think it necessarily had to do with hashtag I'm a creator being in the title. I don't think in that, like, I can't speak really because I don't know, but because the fact that none of us, like, I mean, I think if it had anything to do with the titles, I think him just changing up the title names and continue doing what he was doing would have been fine. Like the creatathons. I think he could have kept doing that, but take out the hashtag I'm a creator from the title. Or change up the theme for each video, each stream or something. I don't think he necessarily had to completely change what he did, what he was originally doing. And it could have quite possibly been some weird glitch with YouTube because we all know YouTube doesn't seem to know exactly what they're doing and with all the rule changes and whatever's going on with YouTube, they obviously have no clue what they're doing either. And as much and you've heard me say it a bunch of times. Everybody's heard me say that I want to make a career, not necessarily out of YouTube, but I want to use YouTube as a tool to a career. Whether it is YouTube, whether it's sponsorships, whether it's something else comes out of it, um, or it gives me notice for my T-shirts and whatnot. Um, um, You know what though? I think some of the bigger YouTubers are getting hit with some things, but they're not speaking on it. Because some of the YouTubers that I watch, every now and again, they will make a video speaking about their frustration, or they'll make like a side comment or make a sarcastic comment on, you know, on their title, or on the video not being clickbait or whatever. So the fact that they're making little sarcastic comments like that in their videos tells you that they're getting hit with stuff too. They're just not coming out right with it, you know? Right? Because, like, I don't know if you watch Superwoman, Lily Singh, but she's often on mentioned her frustrations with the YouTube algorithm. You know, she's made comments about her videos not getting views when in not understanding why they're not getting it. Hey Nathan, how are you? Not wondering why a video that she put together that is of good quality, is entertaining, but it didn't make the trending page, or and she's not someone that necessarily cares about that. She does it because she loves it, but she also but she's also going, okay, what's going on with the views, or what's going on with this, or like she'll make sudden sometimes she'll make subtle comments on, you know like, here's an example. She refused, the other day she was in a car accident. She's like, a lot of people are now putting not clickbait as part of their title, because I think, isn't that one of the things YouTube is starting to crack down on, is the clickbait titles. So a lot of the bigger YouTubers are now, when they're not doing a clickbait, eh, you know, a lot of them are now putting in their titles not clickbait. The other day, Lily Singh got in a car accident, and she put in the title, "I got in a car accident," not clickbait. She didn't go, "I almost got killed." She didn't put anything that would attract more people to the video. She just genuinely put, "I got in a car accident," not clickbait. And she did get into a car accident. But like, a couple of the YouTubers I watch, I find them explaining their titles, their videos, or whatever, which tells me that they're getting hit with copyright issues, um, comments on their titles or their thumbnails, or they're getting contacted by YouTube in one way or another, but they're not outright saying, "I got hit with copyright. I got hit with this." Um, Unless they get an actual strike on their channel. Like, I know one guy that did get a strike a while ago, that he was like, "I shouldn't have gotten that strike," and he didn't understand why the video got a strike. What, but I think for the most part, like, you have to listen to the, if the YouTubers you watch do vlogs and not just like specific content, you know they might make a sarcastic comment or something, speaking on, they'll make a comment about their, if they're making comments about their thumbnails, um, thumbnails or titles or whatever, then they're obviously getting the the same stuff that we're getting. They're just not saying anything about it because they don't want to rock the boat. Because I think that's one thing a lot, especially the bigger YouTubers, they're afraid to lose what they have. So they tread lightly on making certain comments about what's going on. They don't want to see they don't want what happened to other YouTubers. One specifically that you've heard me talk about FuziTube a lot, right? And Fuzi specifically, I think he was one of the first big YouTubers who got shafted by YouTube in in payment and revenue and views and all that, because he used to lash out all the time on his videos. And when the YouTube apocalypse, or whatever you want to call it, when the glitches started happening with YouTube over a year ago, he was one of the first ones to get hit. And his his revenue didn't get never got fixed. So I think a lot of big YouTubers, they're a little afraid to just come outright and say, this isn't right, fix this, whatever. Some of them might, try to go the smart way and really talk on a professional way to get questions answered. But I think a lot of them just they want to continue to make the content they're doing. They could be in the background looking for other outlets to continue their their content, in on other platforms, but they don't want to rock the boat where their current popularity is, or where their current situation is. For sure, there's a definitely a lot of I know a lot of people tend to focus on the drama that happens on YouTube and the negative that happens on YouTube, but there is so much positive that comes out of it as well. It does give a lot of people an opportunity to do things that they love and share it with other people, and with the hopes of connecting with other people that share your views or share your interest, or you know yeah, just and that's why even in my videos, if you watch, you see my live streams, but if you've watched any of my videos, and if you've gone back to because I got over 800 videos, I got a whole lot of videos. If you go back, there's very few videos where I talk directly about someone or something, you know, on YouTube. Like the last video I put out yesterday, I don't usually talk about YouTube drama. I don't get involved in that stuff because I don't want to. The reason why, and because I want to spread love and positivity. But here's the thing. I did a reaction video on something negative that's happening on YouTube between two YouTubers that I happen to be big fans of, a big fan of both of them. But my reaction video wasn't like, oh snap, look what this one's doing, I'm just gonna take this person's side, blah 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 blah. I still made the video. I still made the I still made the video in a loving, positive light. I talked about, how sad and disappointing and how disheartening it is to hear what I'm hearing about Fuzi. And it's sad that to know that Adam Sella felt like he needed to do what he did with the videos that he put out. But I still send love and prayers to both people that they both find peace and they can move on and learn from this in a positive light and walk away as peacefully as possible. You know, and I could have done because there's a lot of people putting out videos about this particular drama situation on YouTube, and a lot of them are going, Fuzi's wrong, Fuzi's right, Adam's wrong. They both are stupid. I'm sitting there going, I credit both of these people for bringing out the best in me, for helping me to reconnected with the things that I love, helping me to get in front of a camera, and and I can't take away from the positive that they've brought into my life and brought out of and I can't take away in the ways that I've related to both of them. You know, so I still I try to keep it neutral. I said I'm not taking sides. I just I want to do what these people have inspired me to do, which is spread love and positivity, doing the things that I love. Okay, so I've technically been on YouTube since 2011. But back then, I had no idea what YouTube was, and I wasn't like regularly putting up videos. It wasn't until 2014, maybe, where I started doing started doing it more consistently. And it was because of watching videos with Adam Sella that kind of encouraged me to get in front of a camera. And I wasn't consistent in the beginning. I wasn't consistent. I might have done a couple videos here and there, um, but I want to say for the last 3 years at least, I've been pretty consistent. There might be times where I take a week or two off from not vlogging or or making a video or whatever. But when I come back, I do it. If not every day, every couple of days, every other day, something like that and stuff. But you know, last year around this time, I challenged myself to do a video every single day for 100 days because you know, I wanted to hit 500 videos. I was like 100 videos away from 500 videos last year, and I was like, you know what? I want to hit it before the end of 2017. So from like almost from July to like October or November, I consistently put out videos, even if they were crappy videos. I put out a video every day. And I did it probably for a week into this year, and then I took a little time off from making videos, and then you know I was scattered when I would put up a video, and then um, hashtag I'm a creator happened. Yeah, you need to have the when it comes to the computers, you have to have a good video card and sound card, and of course the space and RAM and stuff. You can't get just the lower end laptop because video editing takes up a lot of space and a lot of energy off a computer. All right, I gotta drive around again. So let me set up. I'm gonna shut this light. I'm gonna flip the camera because if I'm gonna drive, you might as well see where I'm driving. And I can keep this off to the side a little bit, but you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. Nice. I don't even think my laptop has that. I have external hard drives to make up for the space that I don't have. I mean, for the most part, my computer runs fairly well. It's just I've run out of space. There's Popo down there. Alright, you have a good night. I appreciate you stopping in. To anyone else that may still be here, I think I'm going to end this. To anyone that comes in later and watches this through, I appreciate you. I thank you for your love and support. I thank you for your kindness. And once again, if you want to support me and this channel, all my links are in the description. You can leave a donation on my PayPal. Go check out aloveproductions, where there's shirts that I've designed, raw and imperfect like us. Go find one that speaks to you. Or follow me on social media. All the links are in the description below. And today, the 10th, Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I will have my radio show Inspired by Love on Zoomix Radio. The link for that is at the bottom of the description at zoomix.org. Feel free to check it out and go check out the Inspired by Love Facebook page. And tell me something that inspires you, and maybe I'll read it out on the online or on the radio show. Until next time, I want to thank you for watching. I once again appreciate you. I love you. And as always, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. Till next time, peace.